cabinet has approved president's rule in Jharkhand. Remember, there's been a lot of political instability in the state after JMM pulled out of the government. So the cabinet has finally given its stamp of approval over imposition of president's rule in Jharkhand, which has been facing a lot of political instability. So the state will once again come under a spell of central rule, as no party or combination of parties is in any position to form government in the state. Cabinet approving president's rule in Jharkhand. Atish Srivastav now joins us with more details. Atish, well, there were a lot of backroom negotiations that were going on between various players, including a lot of significant independent MLAs, but it seems no political formulation could actually come together and stake claim. Finally, Jharkhand again going under president's rule.
Well, the cabinet has recommended the president's rule for Jharkhand because they have decided that there is various permutation combinations have completely failed. There were talks between Jharkhand Mukti Morcha and Congress as well. That has also didn't work out because it was clear that Congress is not that too keen to form any government with JMM support, because they realize that it may not give them that kind of political posting in the state if they have a tie with Jharkhand Mukti Morcha. BJP already had said that there is no mood to form the government, and in fact Chief Minister then Arjun Munda had clearly sent a recommendation to pass the cabinet approval that there should be a suspension of the assembly and stress elections should immediately take place. So obviously now the government has decided that there is no point continuing with any permutation combination, and present rule now will be imposed on Jharkhand.
Right, and just take us through what exactly was the grouse of JMM as it pulled the plug on Arjun Munda government in Jharkhand, and how it was in talks with other political parties over the period of last 2 weeks.
Well, Ruchika, the entire issue was that JMM believes that there was a tie-up between BJP and JMM, and it was a deal struck which clearly said that after 28 months JMM will have the chief minister in the state. But BJP completely refused to buy that argument. They said there was no written settlement which was done, and there was no precondition for such kind of alliance. And Arjun Munda, who completed 28 months, he completely said that there is no alliance or no precondition for any alliance. So JMM did not really like it. In fact, later on BJP said that JMM was giving them a bad name. JMM leaders were busy. They were involved in lots of corrupt practices, which was getting bad name for the government, and it's good that they are no more with them. But the entire issue started with the transfer of power, which BJP completely refused.
Right, and Atish, talking about BJP government in Jharkhand, well, it was Nitin Gadkari who was leading the charge in formulating this alliance with JMM and propping up a government there in Jharkhand with the support of JMM MLAs. Will this also bring into question the decision of Gadkari to really form government with the support of Shibu Soren's party?
Well, if you remember, Shibu Soren once last year had voted in favor of the government and voted against the BJP's will. So obviously this was something which was not liked by senior BJP leaders as well. But Nitin Gadkari was adamant to have still an alliance with Jharkhand Mukti Morcha and continue with the government. They didn't want to give away one of the state governments which they had, and that is why now it obviously reflects badly on the management of the BJP as well. That if there was any precondition, why it wasn't fulfilled, and if there wasn't any precondition, then why Jharkhand Mukti Morcha did something like this and could have been handled in a much better way.